In this daily drop, I'm going to talk about forcing creativity and what that might even mean. So let's go. Okay, everybody, last episode for the week. And let me just tell you that there have been 3, maybe 4 times since I started the daily drop where I thought to myself, I'm not sure I'm going to get an episode in for tomorrow. And today was definitely one of those days. I woke up, I've had a little something going on that I'm getting over, but the water system, let's just say I don't have hot water yet, but everything is now fixed and the day didn't go the way I expected. That said, this morning when I was driving my son to school, I live in the Pacific Northwest in Oregon. At this time of year, we get these amazing days where it's surprisingly not raining, and we get this beautiful, sometimes frozen fog. And it is spectacular, especially when the sun is rising. And I was thinking to myself, we are constantly working on our craft. We're working on the tech side of what we're doing. But creativity is sometimes different from that. You can even get into a quote unquote creative process or routine where you're going out and setting up and shooting interviews, or you're shooting B-roll, or you're working on a project. And it doesn't, at the end of the day, feel creative in a certain type of way. And when I saw that frozen fog and I saw that sun coming up, and I just wished that I could have stopped the car, I at least mentioned it to my son and we agreed it was beautiful. It sort of got me thinking that there have been times where I've been in a little bit of a rut, or just kind of doing the same as all of the time. And I forget about the creative side of things. And what I mean by that is sort of forcing myself to be creative in a different way than I'm doing each and every day. And that might be just saying, I'm going to take 2 or 3 hours and go out and take some photographs, or I'm going to learn something that may not be related to this industry, but is a creative endeavor. And that type of stuff for me personally, I'm sure that some of you are the same way, kind of feeds my creative soul and makes all of the other stuff just much more interesting that I'm doing day to day. So this is not an episode about crap days, but I really wanted the day to become the day where I was inspired by what I saw, and then I took a portion of my day and I actually did something that was creative. Let yourself do that every once in a while. It might just be as simple as just walking out the door and taking a walk, and just that being inspired by nature, or that sort of aspect of it, is a different type of creativity. For me, it gets the juices flowing and I start to think about things and how am I going to do certain things, or how am I going to approach things. It's the same concept of when you're stuck in something. Sometimes it's called writer's block. We have similar things in video production and photography, where you just sort of have to do some things to kickstart that creativity. And again, it might be taking a walk. It might be grabbing a camera and just going out and finding something. It might be learning something related to music. But allow yourself some of your own time creatively to do something that's different than what we're doing day to day, even though I think many of us are very lucky that what we do is a creative endeavor. And this day's done. I'm going to let this one lie. Actually, I'm not. I'm lying. I have to go down and break down a set because my wife is a photographer and she had a photo shoot today. That was happening on top of everything else. So, yeah. Allow yourself to be creative. Force yourself to be creative sometimes. And I mean that in the best way. Don't forget to. And I'll see you on the next episode of The Daily Drop.